We're in Minnesota. We are live, and I'm going to talk a little bit about workplace mobbing and gang stalking today. I usually don't go live on here, but um, I'm gonna start going live more just so I can be more interactive. I see a lot of people subscribing to my channel. Welcome to Y'all Deserves the Glory. I am your host, Fearfully Made. It's cold out here, honey. What is up, you guys? I'm just waiting on some people to roll in, and we can get this party started. Yeah, I probably am just gonna go home. Oh no. I'm trying to see if I should go run some errands or go home. I'm just gonna see if I can.
A northbound Blue Line train to downtown Minneapolis is arriving.
Welcome to Minnesota, where it's cold all the damn time. It's only hot for a few months out of the year. Damn. There we go. Cold. I take the train home from work. Hello. I see some people rolling in the chat. I'm waiting on a few more people. Let's get this party started. I'm gonna be really, what do you call it? Transparent with you guys. Talking about gang stalking and workplace mobbing. Because I want you guys to, see how it works. I want to be able to meet everybody where they are spiritually when it comes to this. Because there's a lot of people that are just not there, you know? And they feel like they won't be able to overcome. It's really stressful when you have children and when you have, a bills to pay and you have, things that you have to get done, businesses to invest in. When you have a lot of things that you need to take care of, but you have to go to work and deal with an irritating coworker who decided to target you and get on your nerves and try to vex your spirit. One second. I just feel like I can't get comfortable on this car. Maybe not. I'm gonna sit my butt down somewhere. Oh, I'm just gonna stand up. I don't want to. I've been sitting down all day. I don't even want to sit down. People that work 9 to 5 jobs, seriously, hit the gym. I'm on my way to go work out now. Anyways, I literally I backed on some weight, cubicle jumping all year. And because I've been getting gang stalked at work, and that's a whole other story. It's a group chat full of people. A few of them, some big name YouTubers, a couple more YouTubers just added to the group chat, which is so sad. But they're about to get exposed pretty shortly here. And this group chat is too, so I'm not too concerned about it anymore. But I've been getting harassed by all of my coworkers in this gang stalking group chat. And for some of you guys that are going through gang stalking, your family and your friends and your coworkers, they're all in a secret group chat that is attacking you. That's how this thing is operated. They're all in a private group, and you would think that somebody would come out and say something that's close to you, but a lot of them are being blackmailed. We're told that if they say this or if they say that, then they're in trouble or they're getting kicked out of the group and that what's happening to you is going to happen to them next. What a lot of them are afraid of is what's happening to you is happening to them. But little do they know that even if they're in the group chat, they're still getting gang stalked.
American Boulevard.
They're still getting targeted. It's some people that pay people at my job to gang stalk me, still sitting somewhere in Canada getting gang stalked. Won't even leave the house. But gang stalk me all day.
Attention,
Gang stalk is it. Gang stalk is literally a dog eat dog world. Anyways, I want to talk a little bit about workplace mobbing and gang stalking, okay, in the workplace. What do I do with my other glove? Hold on, honey, because it's cold in Minnesota. You have to bundle up, you guys. Stay warm. Stay as warm as you possibly can. I really just don't want to sit down because I've been sitting down all day and I'm over it. I just want to stand up and walk around and do something physically, be physically active after sitting down for 8 hours. And I fasted at work all day. I eat nothing since 5 a.m. I'm hungry right now. I'm hungry than a mug right I'm so hungry. I've been fasting since 5 a.m. Since I woke up. Okay, so chosen ones. Ooh, that's what I'm saying. When I first started getting targeted in the workplace, I didn't know how to handle it. It was too much. I quit every job that attacked me. Anytime I found out, I started getting gang stalked in the workplace when I was 16 and I didn't even know it. I didn't even know I was being targeted. It was my first job. I had a job at Subway over in South Minneapolis, off of Lindale, far south. And I just remember, oh boy, I just remember my boss, Adam. I'll never forget his name. Adam with the short, dark hair and the glasses. He was always really cool with all my other coworkers, but when it came to me, he was rude. He was mean. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just never liked me. It was like something was about me that he didn't like. I was the most perfect employee, always on time, always. I even made the sandwiches perfect, just so he wouldn't say anything about how I made the food. You know what I'm saying? And he just always found a problem with me, or even if he couldn't even find one with me at one point. So he decided to ignore me. Anytime I wanted to talk, he would just walk past me in the hallway, act like I didn't exist, all of that. It hurt my feelings because I'm only 16 years old. Why are you treating me like this? You know what I'm saying? I was just a kid. I was just a kid. And eventually I quit my job because I was like, why am I being treated like this? You know, I don't understand what I did wrong. I would go home, talk to my dad about it, like, Dad, my boss just doesn't like me and I'm so nice to him. Like, what did I do? I was literally crying to my dad about my boss every single day. Every single shift I'm going home, talking to my dad. Like, I don't know why Adam don't like me. I didn't do anything to him. Then next thing you know, it's not just Adam not liking me. It's my coworkers sitting next to Adam. They'll be having a good old time talking, and then I'll come in the room and it's crickets. You know what I'm saying? It was crickets. So that was me at the age of 16. I quit, and I was loving making money at 16. I loved it because I didn't have to ask my dad for anything, you know. But every time I went to work, my boss was mean to me, treated me like ish. And so eventually I was done. In the middle of it, just to get back at my boss, because he was just doing something. And I waited till it was the day that there was a super long line out the door. Super long line out the door. I'm talking about wrapping around the corner. It was lunch rush, and I was one of the only. I was one of the only employees there. It was me and one other person. You know what I did? I walked right out and I left him handle that whole rush all by himself. Wouldn't hurt nobody but myself, though, because I was so missing that money. I'm not even gonna lie. I was missing that money. Okay. What jobs did I work after that? My first couple of jobs after that, I had a job at White Castle. I did not get targeted at White Castle, which is really funny because it seems like that's the job that they want me in fast food. When I worked at White Castle, they did not bother me. I did not get, like, I fit in with my coworkers and everything. As a matter of fact, I even got promoted to a shift lead when I was 18 years old at White Castle. Then I got demoted because I wasn't mature enough to handle the job. I was doing too much. And at that time, I was going through a struggle because my dad had just passed away, so I was homeless, and I didn't have my parents. I just turned 18, and so long story short, I didn't get targeted there. I had a job working at White Castle and at a gas station called Super America. So I was doing both of those jobs.
Connect
Dropped
here
out of high
to these
school,
bus routes.
and just to work full time in
54
hopes of
and
getting my own apartment.
495.
So I was working my butt off trying to save money. It was hard to because everywhere I slept, I had to pay somebody to stay there or
Please take your
something like
belongings
that. You
with
know what
you.
I'm saying? Or then I had to feed myself. At one point, I was just only eating White Castle just so I could save money and not buy food. You know what I'm saying? Like I would literally go to work and eat, and then be full for the rest of the day. Then the job I had after that, I started working at a nightclub called First Avenue in the 7th Street entry. Didn't really feel any targeting energy. I did feel that my boss thought I was a little different, but I never got gang stalked there because in order to get, you know where First Avenue is? Let me give you background on First Avenue. First Avenue is where they shot the movie Purple Rain, the singer Prince, who passed away. Everybody knows who Prince is. Prince shot the movie Purple Rain inside the First Avenue 7th Street entry, and that's where I did security. That was my third job as an adult. Doing security, okay? I mean, I worked at 10 services and stuff, but that was my third main job. I didn't really get gang stalked there either. I didn't start really getting gang stalked until I worked at this company called Aldi. It's a grocery store. Some of you guys know Aldi. I shop at Aldi still, even though they target me. I started working at the location on Lake Street, which is no longer there. But my boss Sarah was just real funny acting towards me. It's like she was trying to. At first she was nice, and then she started being kind of fake towards me, and then having like a random attitude with me. And then the woman under her was Amy. Amy started being kind of weird towards me too, and they made me feel so uncomfortable at that job. Like, and at that time I was a single mother. I just had Raziel not too long ago, and I was in college. So I'm a single mom in college. I got a 2-bedroom apartment in St. Louis Park. And so I was in the suburbs. I was doing okay. I was just working my behind off. So I started feeling insecure with my job stability. So I'm like, okay, well, these people are treating me like trash. I'm gonna get a second job because I'm a mom, so I gotta keep this money rolling in. I'm gonna get a second job because I'm a single mother, and I'm gonna work these 2 jobs, and just in case they try to fire me for no reason. And so I ended up getting a job at Sam's Club as a cashier in the liquor store. And so I didn't get gang stalked at Sam's Club either. It was weird. Like they asked me to feel welcome. I was cool. I loved all my coworkers. Shout out to Terry J. If he ever sees this, I'm friends with him on Facebook. I just added him. That was one of my coworkers, Terry J. I got some friends. I had some people that I'm still even cool with to this day from Sam's Club. And I didn't feel attacked there either, so it was kind of like choppy. And so the situation at Aldi got so bad that I transferred from the Lake Street, Minneapolis location to the Minnetonka location, where it really got bad. When I first started there, it wasn't so bad, but then I started to get gang stalked by my coworkers, like this girl named Echo. Rogelio was my boy. Me and him, we're still friends on Facebook, I believe. So I'm not sure. At last I thought. I had a whole bunch of people that I'm just really cool with, and I just started getting targeted there. And so I'm like, you know what? Even my boss didn't rock with me. So the energy there was so bad that I transferred to the Aldi on Lexington University. Now I hate St. Paul. I hate St. Paul with a passion. I hated it. I hated going to St. Paul every day. The attitude that's there stinks. It's the whole city stinks. Everything about St. Paul, Minnesota stinks to me, and I hate it. I went to high school out there. So I know St. Paul very well, and there's a big difference in attitude between. And I don't care if any St. Paulians get on this live judging me. You can unsubscribe because I'm not gonna change my mind about how I feel about St. Paul. I'm sorry. Yes, it is the capital of Minnesota, but I hate it. It stinks. Okay. I'm like,
VA
okay.
Medical Center Station.
Anyways, so I went to work at the Aldi on Lexington University in St. Paul. Honey, the manager grilled me from like the GM at the time, black ball headed dude. This had to be about 2015. Black ball headed guy, straight a-hole to me. Like for no, you would have thought that he would have been really cool, but he even came into my aisle and said on the phone to somebody, I don't want her at my store either. Literally having said barely 10 words to the man, other than thanks for having me, and if there's anything you need, let me know. Like, just got on the gangs. Like, I got Gangstalked at Aldi so hard, it was not even funny. Like, I transferred to 3 different locations, from the Lake Street store to the Minnetonka store to the Lexington and University St. Paul store. Okay, Minnesota was just on my tail, honey. Anyways, then I ended up quitting. I was like, I didn't even have another job lined up. I said, I'm just going to go back to a staffing agency. Okay, so I went to, where did I go after that? I went to Atlas Staffing, and it's going to help me find a job. Then I also went to Express Employment Professionals, and I was just like, I'm so tired of all of this drama with work. And so I ended up getting a job at a marketing firm, which is so funny because that's kind of what I do now as an administrative temp assignment. Right now I'm currently working at a marketing firm, so that's kind of the irony of this whole conversation. Worked at a marketing firm, and I loved it. The guy, Jay, who got me the job, it was my first desk job, first of all. I'm used to working like Sam's Club, Aldi, what other kind of job? Temp service jobs, doing warehouse work, packaging, stuff like that. So it was my first job sitting in a cubicle, right? And we were working on this project with Domino's Pizza, Kellogg's cereal, and recruiting people and paying people to come do taste testings for Kellogg, right? And I was like, that's dope. And that job actually got me this job because I had experience doing that. Anyways, it was great working there, but it was a temporary assignment, so the assignment ended after Christmas. But then I got called back to get hired on with the company because they liked my work for when I was with them, okay? By that time I had started my relationship with the father of my son, Kenneth, and we ended up moving. One second. And check for Buzzfeed.
No, it doesn't.
Thank you. So, where was I? Yes, so that's how I ended up getting this job. So I started working there as an employee instead of going through a temp service like I did the first time. They called me back, and I ended up starting to feel a little bit of animosity in the workplace from the owner and the daughter of the owner. I just felt really uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? The daughter of the owner called me the N-word. She said, what she said? She called me the N-word while I was working there. She kind of snuck that in there because she knew I needed my job. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be there anymore. And I ended up leaving the company because of another unfortunate reason. But it had nothing to do with targeting. So Fast forward, I ended up getting a job at Target, but I ended up getting pregnant and I had some health issues, so I left there. I'm trying to give you guys like the backstory of all of my jobs where I went to workplace Gangstalking. Long story short, I've always never really felt comfortable in the early stages of it because I felt like it wasn't something that I could get used to. I feel like it wasn't something that I could keep dealing with, you know? Fast forward, this is where I was at my breaking point, okay? I was working at a company called Quill.com, and it's an office supply company where doing B2B sales, okay? And I'm fulfilling orders and doing customer service, and I got promoted to high touch. But my supervisor tried to get me to gang stalk somebody. She tried to get me to talk bad about another employee with her. And I told her basically, like, no, I'm not going to do this. What did she say? Some girl that lived out in Canada. Mind you, I'm at just the top of my game at work. I'm just hitting all the sales goals. I'm hitting all the goals. I'm creating all the accounts for the businesses. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing it, okay? I'm doing it at Quill. But one of my supervisors tried to get me to gang stalk another employee. And I just wasn't about to do it. I'm like, why would I sit up and talk about somebody who's not talking about me? I'm like, if it has nothing to do with these business accounts or, pre-approving these net 30 accounts and it's not about work, I don't really want to talk about it. And I made her feel some type of way because I didn't want to talk about somebody else with her. So she promoted me twice. And so to her, it was considered to be a big slap in the face because you wanted me to gang stalk somebody with you, but I didn't want to gang stalk nobody with you. So now you want to start having all of my coworkers attack me in the company because I'm not going to talk about somebody with you, because I'm not going to make somebody else feel uncomfortable at work. We have to work here. This is our bread and butter. And so I started getting targeted really heavy because I didn't want to gang stalk somebody with somebody. My boss who was promoting me, who gave me those 2 promotions within the first year, like mind you, was already a lot of hidden animosity because I was only 27 years old, and there were some people that were already hired within the company for years. They didn't get that promotion. They were stuck in customer service and they were stuck in order processing. But I got promoted to like high touch, which is basically an assistant account manager. So anyways, I was 27 and I refused to gang stalk somebody in the workplace. They wanted me to help them attack someone that lives in Canada. I don't know, I think she lived in Toronto or Ontario. I think that's the same place. I chose not to, okay? Next thing you know, I'm starting to notice that every time I call the help desk for assistance, aren't you supposed to look it up? Don't you have the manual? It's always an attitude every time I ask for assistance. Mind you, I'm new in my position. So it's like, what's the problem? But I always kept it in the back of my mind, like, okay, I'm only 27 years old. These people are jealous of me because I'm younger than them, but I'm getting all these promotions. So I'm like, all right, they're just hitting on me. Let me just keep going. But then I had to remind myself, like, this isn't my first go-round being targeted at work, you know? So, my business ended up taking off, the OSA edition. And I ended up making $30,000 in sales in my first 15 days. But before my business took off, I knew my business was going to take off. So I ended up quitting Quill. I quit. I was like, I'm done. I'm just going to go full time on my business, focus on my store, and watch how this whole thing goes, right? And my sales started taking off. I was just racking in a whole bunch of money in sales. And I ended up quitting because I wanted to go full time on my business. I didn't understand the significance of it. I mean, I thought that you would have thought that I would have just focused on that. Should I get off here? Okay, let's head home. I'm gonna go to the one close to the house because I don't want to get off here and have to travel super far from home like I did last night. I mean, I could. Okay, we could. Yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out something. Yeah, I'm going to the gym here. Okay, I'm just gonna have to travel. Anyways, long story short, chosen one, a sister. This is my point. Like, I'm going to the gym every day, and I have to get this extra weight off of me. But I almost said no because I'm on live. But I have to remind myself, like, look, honey, you got to get this weight up off of me. So I'm like, look, I don't want to go work out right now, but I'm about to go work out anyway. As bad as I don't feel like it, I'm about to do it anyway. Anyways, so because I gotta get my body back, my mind, everything, the way I used to think about my body, all that. Because I used to be, so dumb, so petite. I'm trying to get my high school body back. Anyways, I didn't think anything of it. I didn't think that I should have kept my business. I shut my business down because at that time, I wasn't ready. I needed more customer service. I didn't have all the customer service that I needed. I was doing customer service by myself. So I was hiring family, which was my biggest mistake. I hired some in-laws to help me. I was paying them $100 a day to help me do my customer service. And that tanked because nothing was getting done. And, long story short, I ended up closing my store down because I wasn't ready. I didn't have the manpower. I didn't have the hands-on. I didn't have nothing. And then it was like I was also in the middle of a spiritual awakening. So I was having my awakening experience while my store was going off. And so it's like somebody did a spell on me, like a kunda. I don't even know if that you can consider that a real awakening. It was like a kundalini spell. Y'all be on it, don't y'all? Y'all be on it, huh? I'm telling you, y'all be kicking people off the train and everything? Girl, they be doing the most. I know you're so tired of this, girl. Have a good one. They hired some transit people because people be jumping the train. So they hired some kids to start checking people's passes. And they be on it. Them kids be like roaches on these trains, like, who got a pass? Anyway. I'm wrong for saying that. Somebody go say something about me for saying that. I hope not. Anyways, so I shut my business down because I didn't want to do things the wrong way. And anybody who didn't receive their order on time, I made sure that I refunded them because that's what business owners with integrity do, right? We walk in integrity, especially in our businesses, because if you don't walk in integrity with your business, how is anybody gonna trust you? Nobody's gonna want to come back and shop with you because they didn't receive their order and they didn't get their money back, right? It might get a little dark because I'm going under a bridge, but I'm finna go walk in here and grab me something to eat and go work out because I fasted from 5 a.m. and I still have not eaten anything today. Like, for real, this is really bad. Anyways, so no, I didn't have the manpower, so I shut my store down because I would much rather shut my store down and do things the right way instead of, having my store up, collecting money from all these people, not shipping in their order, or even if their order gets shipped out, they're still not receiving it on time. That's called having integrity in your business. Have integrity. Okay, if you're a business owner and you're watching this, it's important to make sure they either get their product or their money back. And ask them which one they want. Would you like your money or would you like the product? You gotta choose one or the other. And I would ship you some candy or some a free card or something for the inconvenience. But you gotta communicate. You can't just take things from people and get mad if they, contact the Better Business Bureau on you. Okay? And I'm saying this because some people are going to watch this video and some people are going to really take heed to this message. Okay? My biggest life regret is allowing, that awakening to stop me from continuing with my business. But at the same time, I also thank God that I stopped and allowed myself to hear the Lord, because I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for a lot of things. And I had to, and when I say I wasn't ready, it's not about not being ready in business. It was about not being spiritually equipped enough to have a business. When you have a business, you better be ready spiritually. You got to get strong enough spiritually too. Because it's a lot of witchcraft. It's a lot of people that's going to try to stop you and block you from, doing your business, doing whatever it is that God wants you to do, right? Anyways, you got to get strong enough to fight that. Reverse. Get strong enough to fight that. As you might see me pausing in the middle of the messages because I still got this witch who's about to be virally exposed doing witchcraft on me while I'm doing messages, or just doing witchcraft on me just because she's bored. Anyways, soon she's not going to have time for that. Anyways, so, what was I saying? I wasn't ready. I didn't have the people. I wasn't prepared. I didn't plan the way I should have. And that's the reason why I refunded everybody and shut it down. And I went and I allowed God to mold me. And now, as I'm back in business, I'm better. My integrity, how you doing, sweetheart? Good. How are you doing? Good. My integrity is on point. Better than it has ever been. Like, I've always had integrity, but honey, that was, even before I started my walk with God, the integrity was just there. I love that for me. Because there's literally some people that would get a bunch of orders and just not fulfill it. They wouldn't even care. But, and I'm not throwing shade at nobody, but that's like, some people will just look at all their money and be like, oh, I gotta have it. And just to completely disregard the person that went and clocked that 9 to 5, or went and worked that shift at the warehouse, and put an order with them. They think that money just grows on trees. No, the people that shopped with you worked hard for that, and they want what they paid for. Anyways, and that's one of the lessons I learned out of that. Money don't just grow on trees. The people that shop with you, that give you money, they worked really hard for that money. So every order you should do a happy dance, because somebody went to work and clocked and spent their time just to give a piece of their time to you. Just so you can have residual income, just so you can have free time. Okay? Anyways. So, I'm in Target, you guys. I'm gonna grab me something to eat before I go work out. So, long story short, I should have got an apple. I closed my store down and I lost everything. And I had to go back to work. And I had to go back to getting what? Workplace mob, Gangstalking. First job I went back to, it was like they saw something over my head, like a light or something. And it's like this man just looked at me. He looked at his friend, or like the owner. And then the person next to him, a co-owner of the company, looked at him. And they're like, what's up with this one? It was like they saw a halo over my head or something, or like a light beaming from me. But it was so bright. And they started sending the owner of the company, I was doing packaging at some warehouse. The owner of the company started sending employees to come throw stuff over my head, to come vex my spirit, to come do a whole bunch of weird stuff to me because my light was shining. So that's what it is, co-workers and chosen ones. Somebody switched the word. That's what it is, chosen ones. Okay? That's what it is. Your light is shining too bright. And so they want to dim your light by making you miserable. And one way to dim your light is by attacking your finances. Because your finances is what keeps you going. Having money makes people feel good. Having money makes people happy. Because you can do a lot when you have money. But if they attack your finances and attack your flow of money, then it can cause depression because now it's like you gotta figure out what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like, how am I gonna pay my bills? Like, that's what makes people homeless. You know? And they want to essentially they want to make you homeless. Okay? Like, at the end of the day, not push come to shove. At the end of the day, they want to make you homeless and hungry. That's what I keep hearing in the spirit, and I keep canceling that. They want to make children of God homeless and hungry. That's their goal. Okay? And they want to make you commit suicide. Okay, which I cancel over my life and every child of God watching this in the name of Jesus. Girl, they want me. Yeah. Yeah, some people that are, and the people that are attacking you are going to end up going to prison too. And like, the people that are gang stalking you are going to end up in prison. Anyways, and they're going to get gang stalked too. Anyways, children of God, you have to find residual income. That's why I say it's my biggest life regret that I ever quit my business, because now I'm back to dealing with the gang stalking in the workplace. I literally got fired from Securitas, Russ Consulting, Messerly Kramer. I didn't get fired from Ascension Point, but I was like, if I stayed there, they would have. Because I was dealing with a lot of gang stalking at Ascension Point, honey. So it was Securitas, Messerly Kramer, Russ Consulting, where else? The brewery that I worked at, even a brewery fired me this year. Who else did I get fired by? I quit 2 jobs and I got fired by 4 jobs. So I'm on my 7th job this year. And it's because the gang stalking group chat that these YouTubers that are attacking me are in, they are going to all of my coworkers and recruiting people to go against me at work and try to get me fired, essentially. Okay. And so, long story short, I have evidence of this group chat, so I'm not mad about it no more. Like, thank God that I was able to shed some or get some information about what was happening in my situation. But there are so many people that just don't know what's going on. Should I do kombucha? No. There's some people that don't know what's going on. I'm going to end this live in a little bit because I want to try to get something to eat too, because I have to go bust this workout in. But long story short, chosen ones, they want to make you homeless. They want to make you hungry. And if you don't want to keep going through the same thing, the gang stalking in the workplace, the monitoring in the workplace, if they're going to try to stop you from doing your business. It's a witch and a warlock right now that will not get off my heels. Like, every single, like, they spent, I was just thinking this to myself at work earlier. You know, it's December. This witch and warlock been gang stalking me in the spirit and doing heavy witchcraft on me since November last year. For a whole year. They spent their whole life gang stalking me. Hold on one second. Oh, okay. That was my job texting me. Anyways, I have to sign some document. Anyways, long story short, if we do not start looking towards getting our own residual income, chosen ones, it's gonna be bad. It's going to be real bad for us if we don't make it a point to try to get our own money by starting a business, by starting a ministry, by doing something online. And that's another price we're going to have to pay, Gangstalking online. You know how many YouTubers I wish I never worked with and YouTubers I wish I never watched because I'm getting gangstalked by them right now? That's another thing. If you do start doing something like this, you're going to get gangstalked by YouTubers. If you're going to get gangstalked by people on TikTok, you're going to get gangstalked by people on social media. Because, they don't want you doing this. They don't want you coming up with or finding other ways to get wealth or income. They want you to go to work. They want to hire people around you to watch you, to mock you, to mimic you, and to attack you. And honestly, for a lot of the reason is to isolate you. They want to isolate you because a lot of this is to have, that's why it's important to still keep people on you. I'm sorry, there's people around me. A lot of this is to get you to be alone by yourself. A lot of women get targeted. The goal is to have them sex trafficked. And this is how they, get sex trafficking victims alone. What they do, null and void, what they do is they turn their family against them, turn their friends against them. You know what I'm saying? Turn their coworkers against them. Make nobody want to be around them. And to the point where now nobody rocks with them because they heard this and that about them. As soon as you get by yourself, and that's what I'm saying, keep weapons with you. If you have a gun license, get you a gun. Get you some mace. Get you a taser. If you're a targeted individual, let me go grab a cart. If you're a targeted individual, and you know that your family is cut. How you doing, Cindy? Good. If you know that you're a targeted individual, and you know that you got family that's going against you, my eye has something in my eye. You need to get you some weapons so that you can at least fight back. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're a woman, hit this gym, start hitting weights so you can fight back. I've been doing weightlifting at the gym and everything. Get your strength up. Get you some artillery. Especially if you're a single mom with kids and you being targeted. Be careful who you're dating. Some of these boyfriends are gang stalkers. Will literally be driving you somewhere and say something that they heard about you in the group chat or something. That's why it's important to be mindful of who you're dating. Make sure that the person that you're dating, you can probably beat them up. Don't date somebody who's hard body. I'm joking, ladies. I need to go all the way up here to grab a cart. That's crazy. Anyways, I'm not going to grab too much. I'm going to grab 8 bites, but I don't want to carry this all while I got this phone in my hand. But I'm thinking about getting some beans because I didn't bring any lunch to work today. And I'm still hungry. My stomach's like, girl. And it's 6 o'clock. Yeah, it's 6:01. So that fast is over. I ain't even make nothing at 5. I woke up at 5. And the sister just was hungry all day. Anyways. Chosen ones. Make sure you're protecting yourself. Keep yourself safe out here because these people out here are really plotting on you. They're not playing. They want you to be broke, busted, disgusted, homeless, robbing people to pay Paul. And it's so unfortunate. And there's so many people that are just helping them do this. And they have no idea that they're setting themselves up to be targets as well. Okay? So, I'm just going to leave you guys with that. Okay? Please plan ahead. If you don't want to own a business, do something. Sell products on Facebook Marketplace. Do something to where you can hide your face, but you got some type of residual income. Okay? I'm not going to grab that one. Because you don't want to be out here with a job It's gonna cause you depression. I'm telling you, like these people know where to hit. And you know what I did today? I have a job, but I ended up looking for another job while I have a job because I'm already, feeling the heat. Like I already have another job lined up. Be prudent. If you know you're being targeted in the workplace, the moment that you start seeing the harassment, the moment that you start feeling people gang stalking you, time to look for another job. That's how you're gonna be able to keep your money up. This year, I didn't do that. I waited until I got fired, or I would quit without having another one, and then there was a space. One thing that I did do is I always made sure that I had rent for the following month. I'm like, okay, I got this rent money set aside for the next month. So while I'm looking for another job, my bill is still paid. I can still pay this bill, that bill. You know what I'm saying? So I was still making sure that I was able to pay the bills. So I was being prudent in that area. But, I should have planned ahead when it came to a job, so I don't have to worry about planning ahead when it comes to money. Even though I still should plan ahead, and that's what I plan in. When I tell you that 2025, honey, is going to be the year, I'm naming 2025, it's going to be called Prudence and Integrity. Integrity and prudence. That's what I'm labeling my 2025 as, because that's all it's going to be for me. Prudence. Planning ahead. Having a plan B for your plan C and for your plan D. Okay? Having a plan A for your plan B. Okay? Having a plan C for your plan A. Always just planning ahead, planning. What if this happens? So if you know you're a targeted individual in the workplace, you need to have a plan. You need to, I don't even think people already know I got another job lined up. It was that quick too. I got another job lined up for the job that I got lined up. And I got another job lined up for the job that I got lined up for the job that I got lined up. That's how it goes. So that's how you need to be if you're a targeted individual. Like your job, if you're a targeted individual and getting gang stalked in the workplace, until you gain residual income, your job is to look for another job while you're overcoming being targeted. Because this is what happens. They'll target you in the workplace and they'll wait for you to quit. But once they see that you've overcome being gang stalked in the workplace, then that's when they want to start being petty and having you fired for no reason. This year, I worked at a law firm called Messerly Kramer. You know why they let me go? They said it's a at-will state. I was at work on time and everything. I mean, I think I was late like once or twice. But they said it was an at-will state. And they said, if we just don't want you here, you don't have to be here. I was there for like a month. Yes, girl, they don't think Galatians 6:7 is applicable to them. These stalkers are all types of garbage. Yes, they are. I cannot stand them. They know that they are doing illegal is really evil. I mean, yeah, they know. Anyways, long story short, be prudent, plan ahead. Be prudent and plan ahead. Be prudent and plan ahead. Okay? It was a lot of energy on that lady that was walking next to me when I said that, so that might have been for her too. But she stared right at me as I said that. Be prudent and plan ahead, okay? Plan ahead. Don't just be out here like, oh, they fired me, woe is you. Don't say woe is you. Don't say woe is me. Just go to the next one. My gang stalkers are so tired of going from job to job with me. They're so sick of this. They're like, this girl just had 4 other jobs. I'm so tired of following her from job to job. You have to be as relentless as your gang stalkers. As they target you in the workplace, you need to be relentless and continue to work. You have bills to pay. For some of you targeted individuals, you have children to take care of. I have kids to feed. You are crazy if you think I'm about to stop going to work to feed my kids. How you doing, sweetheart? You crazy. I'm going to work to take care of mine until they get grown enough to take care of themselves. And then even after that, I'm still working just in case they need me. You know, but hopefully by then my business would have been taken off and my channel would have already taken off because I won't be quitting that anytime soon. I don't care. And that's the thing. When you're on social media and you have a following, your gang stalking and your targeting gets even more sophisticated because now you have a voice. Now you got people watching you. And then the warfare ramps up heavier. Now your personal life is on social media. Now people want to talk about you on social media to make people not like you. You can't even give up even then. And that one's for me. Okay, because I got kids to take care of. I'm not going to let y'all stop my breakthrough. I don't care. I'll tell you myself. It's people that's going to try to talk about me being hungry, broke, homeless, on food stamps, welfare, my relationship, and the drama in my relationship with the father of my son, my whole family thinking I'm crazy and coming. I will say all of this by myself right now. Now what? Now what? Talk about it, because I said it first. Now they're gonna have to lie, because I'm not afraid for them to tell the truth. Yeah, talk about it. I said it first. That's how much I don't care. I'm getting my breakthrough, and I'm gonna make sure I fulfill my purpose. I don't care who don't like it. Period. Anyways, let me get something to snack on. I'm hungry. I'm walking around this Target, honey. I love you guys so much. Look for residual income because you're going to need it. And don't think that gang stalking going to be the residual income. Get to work on that business. Stop gang stalking people if you're a targeted individual because you're going to be gang stalked next. You better find you a different source of income if you're a gang stalker. If you know that you're someone that's going out here attacking people for no reason, newsflash, Satan discards people. And it be happening when you least expect it. One day you just up, gang stalking people, getting all this money from this group chat. Next thing you know, you're struggling. Next thing you know, the chips are down. You know what I'm saying? You better find you something to invest that gang stalking money in, even though it's not going to prosper because of how you got it. And I'm just prophesying. That's just me being real. Yeah. The man, the field of Al-Sadama. He purchased the field with the reward of iniquity. So you better find a clean way to get your money if you want whatever you invest in to prosper. Don't invest in me with that money. Okay? The man who purchased the field with the reward of iniquity, he couldn't even enjoy his field. The man died in the middle of the field, okay? Why? Because he purchased it with what? The reward of doing evil. He was a worker of iniquity. He purchased it with the reward of iniquity. This is in the Bible. Okay? They called it the field. They called it Asodama. In their proper tongue, it was called the field of blood. Okay? I love you guys. I just wanted to let you guys know what's up. Okay, I was gonna go get me some snacks. What do I have so far? I'm gonna show you guys what I got. I've been over here trying to shop while I'm talking. I'm about to snack on this little cheese. It's not cheese. It's like some sort of dip. And then when I go home, I'm gonna make me like a black bean something. I love eating black beans. I went vegetarian, so I'm trying to like eat clean, but I'm gonna go hit the gym after this. I love you guys so much. That's the message. Find a clean way to get your money. Clean your money up. Give that money to someone homeless if you want to bless it. Okay, give it to somebody who you see out there on the street that need it. If you want to bless that money, give it to somebody who's in need. Let it go towards a good cause. And God He might hear you. Okay, go outside and see somebody who's hungry or who's outside in the cold right now and just say, hey, look, I got this money from doing something real evil, but you can have it because I know you need it more than I do. Okay? And find another way to get money. Okay? Use the money that you get the right way to invest. Okay? Don't use the money that you did evil to, I'm not going to help y'all too much. Not too much, but just look. Because y'all evil for what y'all be doing for that money. Anyways, I love you guys so much. I'm about to give me some of the snack on. You're going to find me some tortilla chips. I've eaten a lot of Hispanic food lately. Yes, honey. I'm about to listen to me some sermons or some music, get my workout in, and go chill. Do the rest of my messages. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Y'all want peace.